4, 3, 2, 1. Reviewers, what is good? It is another fine episode of the JB and Benny Blue Review Podcast, episode 151, like some goddamn Bacardi. We are back. We are quarantined. We know you are quarantined. Washing your goddamn hands, using the hand sanitizer, keeping the social distancing.
All that.
You're doing your best to survive, and we are here to help you with that. First and foremost, take care of some business. Of course, follow us on all social media platforms at JB and Benny Blue. Right. Go to jbandbennybluereview.com for all past episodes and content. Check out our YouTube channel. We got reaction videos. We got interviews. We got all types of shit.
Yeah.
And
more to come.
Man,
always.
I mean, more to come. Actually, JB and I need to talk about that, especially with this Roni time. We got some time on our hands to get some more content to you, the reviewers, the people. First and foremost, Dr. Jeremy Eugene Bridges III, Esquire. Just checking in on you, man. How are you living out there in the desert with your quarantine life? You were telling folks on IG to keep at it with the garage workouts, bro. How you living out there?
Well, for me, I'm looking at all the positives that come with this COVID-19, aka coronavirus situation. It's a great opportunity for me to get sexier. In my fitness journey, if you will, and it's kind of a time for me to take all of the strain off of your joints by using weights. You know what I'm saying? So I do a lot of band work, I do a lot of functional work, and I do a lot of running. Right, so it's all about staying positive in this. I think, Benny, that there are some positives that are coming from this whole COVID-19 situation. One being that motherfuckers is learning to give other motherfuckers personal space. All right, come on, man. Like we've all been in the grocery store and you're standing in line with your hands on your buggy and you're just kind of bipping and bopping, waiting on the next motherfucker to get through because they got like 18 coupons. So you get a little pissed off, but then you think about it, you're like, well, shit, you know what? I want a Snickers. So then you turn around and get a motherfucking Snickers and you damn near elbow grandma in the back of the head because she's fucking breathing on the fucking small of your back. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've all been there. Like, so it's teaching people to give each other space. Also, like you just said, man, it's teaching motherfuckers to do what your mama and them said. Wash your damn hands when you come in the house. You know what I'm saying? Cover your face when you sneeze or cough. You dig what I'm saying? Like, it's bringing people back to reality. As far as the garage workouts go, we're going to keep doing that because that's just what the fuck we do. You know what I'm saying? And my quest for supreme sexy, that's just where we at, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's just where we at.
Yes. Absolutely. That's real shit. And JB, you said you brought up a good point, and it's very apt for our guest today. Reviewers out there, people from sea to shining sea, you got to take advantage of this time to better yourself. Whether it's fitness wise or picking up new skills, finally starting that business you've been meaning to start. The time is ripe. You know what I mean, to plant the seeds and harvest because the universe is giving you permission and the time to do all these things. So we are kicking off an interview series with a gentleman that we've actually been meaning to have on for a minute now, but everything happens for a reason, and seems to be the ideal time to do it. JB coined a phrase called "Be real with your grind," and if you haven't heard us say that in a while, we're hip to the social media game. We understand that people are, pushing their shit, making their content. You got fitness influencers and models and artists and comedians and all these type of people. But what does the grind look like when you pop the hood? What is really happening behind the scenes? And that's what we're hoping to tap in with our first guest, JB. Why don't you do the honors of telling the reviewers who we're going to be speaking with on this fine podcast episode?
It is my pleasure, I encountered this young man in North Hollywood, California for the first time at the G-Train Fitness Center. Shout out to G-Train. Love all y'all over there. I ain't been there in a minute. You know what I'm saying? That's the fam all day. Again, he is a prominent face figure on the dance scene in North Hollywood, California, which we all know is the mecca of dance in the United States of America. He's a young man who is from Atlanta, GA. That's where he stay. You know what I'm saying? Digging off in the Gucci bag each and every day. You know what I'm saying? My man, he's a dancer. He's an artist. He's a producer. He's all these things, right? My dog, Jeremy Kenyel, you know him as Jeremy Strong on the IG handle. Brother, how you doing today, man?
What's up, my brothers? I'm good, man. Trying to do everything y'all just explained in the beginning. Washing my hands every 15 minutes, kicking it with the fam, making sure nobody ain't coming over with no Rona.
I know. Yeah, you just said you on your mama house. I know she on your ass. Like, boy, you don't wash your goddamn hands.
Yeah,
hey,
yeah. One of the homies tried to come over the other day. He just in the garage. He said, "Oh boy, you gotta tell him he gotta go. He gotta leave. We locked in. He gotta go, boy."
Yeah.
I was like, "All right, man, y'all came outside. Felt like I was a kid again." My mom says y'all gotta leave, man.
Right.
Nah, but we good over here, bro. We safe.
Good.
Over here.
First of all, I want to thank you for coming on the show, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Benny said, we were meaning to have you on, and that's partially my fault because I'm like, if you hadn't figured out yet, like I'm usually the one that runs our Instagram page. Benny does our Facebook and our what is it? Twitter. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I'm usually the one that runs our Instagram page. I'm very active on there, especially when it comes to the ladies. but I mean,
it'll be coughing now.
Easy. Okay, so but you know what I'm saying? Like I've been blessed to be in this position. You know what I'm saying? My time in North Hollywood, I tell people I wouldn't change it for the world. I got to meet some outstanding people like yourself and like the guy that we're on the phone with right now, my brother Benny, and like the fam, you know what I'm saying, that we got, the conglomerate we got, you know what I'm saying, the North Hollywood fam. Like, so we need to know. The people need to know. Who the hell is Jeremy Kenyel? All right, you got some nice things going. You know what I'm saying? We got music. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we'll start with. So I know for a fact that dance is your base. Like that's kind of what got you.
Yeah.
Going.
So I made.
Let's do that, bro.
I've made. So Jeremy Kenyel, people know me as Jeremy Strong. Jeremy Kenyel Strong. That's just my name. But Jeremy Kenyel Strong, I'm a creative, man. So I made my base in dance. That's where I made money first. So that's what kicked off the monetary aspects first. But I've been doing music and dance pretty much the same amount of time. But Jeremy Kenyel is just an artist in all facets that an artist is when it comes to just creativity. I've directed multiple music videos. I've danced and choreographed and traveled the world. I've done music and written music with some artists that people may know from their everyday listens, man. So I've been just living inside of my creativity for the last...
Hold on, Jeremy. Hold on now. This is the time for you to start name dropping. So I want to know who the fuck these people are.
Oh, yeah, man.
Now, this is your time, man. Shoot that shit. Let's go.
Yeah. I work really closely with Jason Derulo. So I've written records with Jason Derulo. We got a record that we did on Gucci Man project, last project. Yeah, man, just been writing for some indie artists as well. So that was my first thing that I was involved in that got a placement. So yeah, I'm working on a couple other things now, trying to get things placed. Yeah, but I've been always letting my creativity just flow, and I've always been intact with my flow of creativity from just dancing to writing to music. So that's dope. Bro, been on a grind. You know what that North Hollywood grind is like. You know what that thing is like, man. So
yeah, Benny knows a whole lot more than me, you know what I'm saying? Because Benny being a comedian, you know what I'm saying, an actor, you know what I'm saying, that he is, and amongst other things, you know what I'm saying, so he knows that grind a whole lot better than I do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I know that NoHo Arts District stomped too well, man. From artists to comedians to people piling in and out of goddamn Millennium. I know the business. I've been around. Yeah. I've been up and down Lancashire, and yeah, I know what time it is. Yeah. And speaking of that, Jeremy, we do want to kind of break it down piece by piece because it's very fitting the times we're in, having multiple, having your hands in multiple things. Let's start with the music. I mean, just getting more familiar with your catalog, particularly on Spotify. You have songs like Birthday Behavior. I mean, that's basically just like, that's the type of record that when we finally get past this shit, people are going to be turning up to in their apartment, in the club, in the bar, going crazy.
Hey,
because that song's starting to get some traction.
Benny, check this out. And I've already checked Jeremy, and I said, I used the word check because I did. I got on his ass about it. All right, when I saw the video, I was like, dog,
oh shit,
come on now, bro. Like, I can't get an invite. Right. First of all, I want to start off by saying this. Right. We talked about birthday behavior. Now, the first time I even knew that my dog Jeremy did music was the song Idlewild. Right. And then I think it was so it was between Idlewild and Kickback. Like, I think I heard Kickback first, and then Idlewild was the second one. Am I right?
Yep, that was right. That's right.
Okay, good. So Kickback was my shit. Like, I heard it, I was like, man, that shit dope as fuck. I was like, damn, my dog doing this thing. Now, when you did the Idlewild deal and you had our friend Mel in the video, for people who don't know, her name was Mel Centeno, right? Melly Moves on Instagram.
That's my girl.
Yeah, Mel is the homie, you know what I'm saying? She's G-Train fam all day. So with Jeremy, when you first had Mel in the video, I bugged out. I was laughing, you know what I'm saying? But when Mel got out the car, I wasn't laughing no more. I was like,
and when that thing dropped on you, Mel got that back there, man.
Benny, I don't know if you know Mel or not, and I don't think you've ever encountered Mel. Mel is very well endowed below her middle lower back. Like that's just a nice way of me saying she got a fat ass, like little big ass, Hispanic son from New York. So I was laughing my ass off when I first encountered that video, and like I said, then I saw Mel get out the car, I didn't laugh no more. I was like, God damn, I actually sent her a message. I was like, shit, Mel.
She could have let us know.
Right, you could have I could have had a fucking heart attack, man. So from Ottawa in 2017.
That's my girl.
Yeah, she the homie. So from Ottawa 2017, kicked back in 2017, and then like Benny just talked about birthday behavior. These 2019, but your only album that you have out, correct me if I'm wrong, is called Honesty Creates Conversation, right? 2018,
yeah, that's the only. Honesty Creates Conversation. I dropped at the end of 2018, actually in November of 2018, and that's the only solo project. People don't know, but I was in a group before this, a three-man rap group. So I have about 3 albums online with this group I have called Character that I did prior to me dropping a solo project. But yeah, those projects are online somewhere deep in the archives. But Honesty Creates Conversation is the only project that I dropped solo-wise so far. But I'm about to actually, in the next couple of months, you about to get a new body of work.
Right. And Benny, when I tell you, like, you know what I'm saying, because he's my dog, I listen to his music, listen to his work. Hey, he's good. All right. When I tell you he's good, he's good. You can tell he takes time and he takes pride in his craft. You know what I'm saying? He ain't out here just trying to make what everybody else making. You know what I'm saying? He's an artist. Like I told my son, who's an artist as well, I told him, I said, look, if you're gonna make music, you make music that's important to you first. And that sounds just like what Jeremy does, because everything that you do, you can tell it has that down south flavor to it. You can tell you're heavily influenced by Outkast, of course, you being ATL. And,
for sure, man.
But it's like, it's good stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how you get an album and you can just listen to it, you let it ride, you know what I'm saying? And you just albums be so good sometimes where you can just sit there and be like letting it play and not even paying attention to it, and then you like look up and be like, God damn, that shit bumping. What track was that? You know what I'm saying? So I've done that, you know what I'm saying, with Honesty Creates Conversation. So Ben, if you ain't got on it, man, you gotta check it out. You really enjoy it. I know you got that music background, so when you hear it, you're gonna be like, man, this shit is it's really good.
Oh, Benny, I ain't know you did music, dog.
Of course. Yeah, man. So that was my original life coming out to the greater Los Angeles area. I was behind the scenes in music, public relations, management. I started off as a producer for many years before I started hitting the stage and starting other businesses and getting into that. So I primarily worked with hip hop and R&B artists. So obviously listening to new music, getting familiar with somebody's catalog is something that I did professionally for a while. So going through some of your more recent stuff, kind of like what you're saying, and you mentioned you got the new project coming out. Yeah. Kind of like what JB was saying. If you're looking at songs from whether it's Birthday Behavior to Good Morning, which is one of the newer records you're pushing, going to like back to the basics, it sounds like the way you create and the way you think about things is almost very similar to the type of things that you're just doing out and about, whether it's music, dance, fitness, building social media. What is your kind of mind frame in terms of when you create different songs? Because as JB said, clearly you can create a body of work that can just ride out. What's your kind of mindset going into that?
Man, what I've learned making music, my mindset has always been, if you get really, really, really good at telling your story, then to me, those are the best artists. Those are my favorite musicians, the people that get really, really good at telling their story. Because I feel like we're all so relatable, right? So it's something that connects to my life that may connect you. You may not connect to everything, but I could probably say, if I can write this clever enough that you get it and it's sonically pleasing to your ears, like that's literally what I'm thinking about as I'm creating music. I'm like, let me just tell my story and let me do it where sonically it just draws people in. So that's where I am every time I'm in the booth. I literally just take my day-to-day life, my trauma with women, or my fantastic times with women. I travel the world too, so I have millions and millions and millions of stories, from crazy nights to like some of the craziest stories you probably ever heard in your life that I kind of start putting into my music. So that's really what I'm thinking about, just my everyday life and how can I make it relatable to, say, somebody that may not have done the same things but have had similar experience. So that's where I'm at all the time.
That's dope, man. I love
See,
talking
that-
to Benny. I love talking to
that's
artists because like you get to hear words like insonic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love talking to artists because you get those good flavorful words, man. That was good. Good shit.
Oh yeah, Sonics.
Exactly. And I mean, Jeremy, we got to tell you, you're clearly doing something right, because obviously you're getting the listens on the different music platforms.
Yeah.
But when it comes to your social media, I think the beauty of with what you're doing is that you have the advantage of being able to take advantage of your multiple talents and kind of put them into a presentation to actually push out your music, besides just like putting it out there and kind of seeing what happens. How when you make a song and you know the song is, you can feel it, you and your close brain trust, if you will, can feel like this is gonna go. And then once you start kind of game planning it, how do you view it in terms of like releasing music as it relates to maybe like your Instagram or just different things that you might think of doing when you're trying to get people to connect with a new song?
That's good, bro. Well, really, we take Good Morning. I had Good Morning for about 2 years before I released it.
Oh wow.
I did Good Morning back in 2017. I think I did the end of 2017. I had Good Morning. It was supposed to go on Honestly Creates Conversation, but I decided to hold on to it and wait on it. I said, let me put the project out, then I'll come back to Good Morning. So take Good Morning, for instance. I knew that Good Morning was everybody wakes up in the morning. So I take my Instagram following. I think I'm almost somewhere like 40K Instagram followers, 39K Instagram followers. But I have a TikTok following about 700,000 people. So I just take, and I know that I understand how to dance. So I just take little things like, okay, let me create some little dance. Or let me create some little challenge, because that's what everybody's into now, the challenges. So they want something that they can just do that's easy enough for them to do so they can recreate it and do it. So I'm thinking about those promotion aspects. I'm thinking about Spotify playlists. I'm thinking about all these things prior to me releasing a song. Like, how do I get the most traction? I hit up all my friends that I know they've heard the song prior, that they have pretty good following. So I'm like, yo, I'm about to drop this song. So when it comes out, they reach out, they like, oh, they show love and they repost it, or they'll create something to it. So that's kind of my mind frame when I'm going into releasing a new song. Especially being an independent artist, you don't have that big machine behind you. So all the money that you're putting behind your records is your money. It's coming out of your pocket. So you have to think about a way to make that money stretch, but make it work for you. You know what I'm saying?
And that's an interesting point you just brought up. You've been an independent artist, man. I'm glad you said that. For all of our independent artists out there, there was some game just got dropped on your ass. You know what I'm saying? It's about timing, and I get, that's what I took from what you just said. It's about perfect timing. You had the song, which is a great song, by the way. You know what I'm saying? When the first time I heard it, you know what I'm saying, it went straight to the playlist. You know what I'm saying? So it's a great song. You had it for a little while, but you knew there wasn't the time to put it out. That's phenomenal, you know what I'm saying? And that's game. I see that, you know what I'm saying, like guys that you're working with are being around like Jason Derulo, you know what I'm saying, are teaching you, you know what I'm saying, certain things that are going to project you to a higher platform, to a higher point, you know what I'm saying, to a higher
what's great, this is what reminded me. Actually, I know why exactly. That's why I didn't put the record out. I teased the record on my Instagram story, and actually Jason hit me up. He's like, yo, what's that record you played on your story? I told him, oh, that's this record I'm about to release called Good Morning. And he was like, oh man, you gotta let me get that record. He actually asked me he was gonna recut the record, and it was gonna be his rerecord. In my mind, I was like, yo, he's never actually like released a song like this. And so it kind of kept going back and forth. He was like, don't put it. I was like, yo, I'm about to put it out. This is 2 years ago. I was like, I'm about to put it out. He's like, yo, wait, let me recut the record, and you can keep your second verse on there. And I'm trying to. That would have been a great look for me. So he was like, you just keep your second verse on there. We're going to recut the record. Woo, woo, woo. Time keeps kind of going and going and going. And I think he's going through some stuff with his label or whatever. That's on his side. So it actually didn't end up happening. So I was like, you know what? Let me just put the record out. And that's another thing that made me hold on from putting that record out, because Jason heard the record and he loved the record. He was like, I'm going to recut the record. I think he wanted to change it because I say, good morning, motherfucker, good morning. He wanted to change it to like, good morning, little mama, just to make it more radio friendly. Right. But yeah, that's what really held me from putting that record out for so long. It's because he wanted to recut the record. So, but we'll be in the studio. I'm sure we'll get a record that goes crazier than even that record sooner or later. So But that's what held that off.
Without a doubt. Now, Benny, I don't know if you know, like when I'm in the gym working out, you know what I'm saying? And and of course they have the channel in most gyms, most mainstream gyms that have the channel that plays the video while they're playing the song, right? I've looked up him any day, man, and saw Jason Derulo's video on the screen, and I see my guy, Mr. Strong, back there getting it on with the boy Derulo, and Lil Geneva, you know what I'm saying, who is another dancer that rocks with him, you know what I'm saying. Shout out to Lil Geneva. Hey, Lil Geneva. And
Geneva's nice, man.
Yeah, she's a great young lady. I met her we were at EP and LP before I left. And that's why I got first introduced to her, sitting there talking to Coach G. So we're going to switch gears for a minute, kind of a segue. She had mentioned Coach G's name. Fitness. All right. Now, one thing you notice, reviewers, that if you pay attention to Mr. Strong's page on IG, you'll see he's working out in this gym. And this gym is called G-Train Fitness, you know what I'm saying? It's in North Hollywood. If they moved, it's off of, what is the name of the streets now? Give me the street names. I know it's by the Popeyes.
Laurel Canyon and Magnolia.
Laurel Canyon and Magnolia. That's right.
Man, Magnolia,
right past North Hollywood High School. And it's right by the Popeyes.
Right by a damn Popeyes and a Wiener Schnitzel.
Right by Popeyes, Wiener Schnitzel, and the Amco, right? It's the Amco station right there. Arco station, right? Yeah, right. So tell us how you got so engulfed in fitness. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, the first time I saw you, met you, was at G-Train Fitness. And, that's just, for me, I'm a meathead. I'm a retired athlete. It's just what I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm a certified trainer. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. So what got you so possessed when it comes to training and your body and the fitness, you know what I'm saying, aspect of your life?
When it comes to fitness, I personally think I was always like in the sports as a kid, but even as a kid, I was in music. I was doing like band and playing instruments and different things like that. But I was like the chunky kid that was still athletic. Right. And I remember I started wrestling my junior year of high school. And in wrestling, it made us cut weight. And that's when I really started getting into weight training. And I just started cutting a lot of weight. And I remember telling myself I never wanted to go back to like being that chunky kid ever again. So I think that's mentally in my mind. So fitness has like, literally it's like music, dance, fitness. They're all like top three things. They may not, I don't think there's one that's on top of the other to me, really. I just love all three. But it's been like a part of my lifestyle. And people have always asked me, are you a trainer? Are you? I say, nah, it's just a part of my lifestyle, man. I've like adapted it into my lifestyle. And I like love it. I think it helps me stay focused on everything else, believe it or not. Like if I wake up in the morning and if I say the first thing I'm gonna do, take a shower, quick little meditation and go to the gym, it's already started my day in this productive lane that I'm already in. So okay, I knocked my workout out. Okay, cool. Now let me go to the crib and let me write a little bit. All right, let me get this do. Okay, if I got to teach a class, now let me go teach a class. I'm already in that mind frame of productiveness. So it's helped me stay on track with like everything else, believe it or not.
No, I totally understand what you're saying, because me and Benny both, you know what I'm saying, are health nuts, if you will. I'm a firm believer that it should start your day, and if you don't have time to do it, you got to fit it into your day. It puts you in a more positive mindset. It gets your endorphins pumping in your body.
Exactly.
And it just gives you confidence. It just makes you feel better, right? So yeah, that's the big ups to you on that aspect, man. And I think you inspire people in many different ways. Of course, with your dance and with your music, but I really think, you inspire people with your fitness. And it's crazy. We don't know who we're touching, right? So I'm a firm believer of, put the best you out there, right? That you can do, right? Always put the best you out there, because you don't never know who the hell's watching. I had a kid come up to me the other day. As a matter of fact, when Deontay Wilder got his ass kicked the other night, this kid, and I was leaving the venue that I was at because I was fucking pissed off. This kid kind of grabbed my hand and he looked up at me and he was like, Jeremy Bridges, he was like, man, I used to watch you play football all the time. Mind you, I got a hat on, you know what I'm saying? I got a beard. I look like I'm in the fucking witness protection program. You know what I'm saying? And like this kid stopped me and told me that shit. I ain't never seen this kid in my life. He's a Mexican kid. And he was like, yeah, I played football. I played football in high school and I wore number 73 because of you. I was like, damn. So, I took a picture with him and shit. So I believe that, man. Like, you're doing a great job of that shit, and that fitness shit is huge, you know what I'm saying? Because people gotta invest in themselves a whole lot more. And I think that's one of the things, Benny, that this COVID-19 situation is is bringing to us. Like, there's going to be a huge boom in fitness when this COVID-19 thing is over, because people are going to be like, well, shit, you know, this COVID-19 almost took my folks out because they was out of shape. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Exactly. I'll tell you what, this corona outbreak is making damn sure that nobody can skip leg day ever again. That's all we got is leg day. That's it. Goddamn gyms are closed. People are trying to lift Honda Civics and shit to keep the pump going. But yeah, I mean, you got to stay active. And I think, Jeremy, especially for you, I mean, the fact that your music and what you're putting out there, like JB said, putting your best self out there, is so rooted in dance. You have to be able to maintain, you know, that cardio shape to be able to have that consistency in doing it. So during these times, like you said, you know, you're back home, I'm out here in LA, JB's out there in the desert. What have you been kind of doing to make sure that you still stay in the shape and in the mind frame, you know, that you want to be during this whole quarantine, when to be honest, you know, none of us really know how long this is going to last, as far as keeping, like, you know, gyms closed down, dance studios closed down, all that stuff. What are you kind of doing as you're back home to keep yourself where you need to be?
Well, I've been working out like JB said, G-Train Fitness is where I work out a lot at in LA, and Gary, the owner, he's been doing online classes. So I'll kind of link in with his online classes every day, and then on Sundays, every Sunday, I've been doing like my own online class for people to just kind of like my following. Because a lot of people they don't follow G-Train, but they follow me personally. So I was like, all right, let me get people. We do like a little quick 45 minutes to an hour workout every Sunday at 11 a.m. LA time, 2 p.m. Eastern time. But I've been kind of every day trying to like do a little bit of something, and then still dancing. So if I teach an online dance class for people that follow me through dance, then that's when I say sweating and cardio and burning calories. We sweating a whole lot and burning calories, but I'm trying to stay consistent as possible with my fitness, because this quarantine meals, they're serious. This quarantine extra, like when you don't got I'll be doing laps around the refrigerator trying not to open it, man. Let me not even go in the. Oh man, but yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing. Just trying to still reach out, because I know other people are feeling probably how I'm feeling. But if we all kind of get together online through social media and we all do a workout together, then I think today we had about 500 people like come into the workout, and everybody said that they had a good time. So it was good vibes, bro.
That's dope, man. Dope. And I know what you mean about them meals. Now, I look. One thing I did, and I started last week. I started meal prepping again. I said, "Boy, this shit is getting out of hand." Because you sitting around the house doing nothing, like, you know what I'm saying. So it's like, man, look, I'll literally like walk out the house, bro, and just walk down the street every time I get hungry. Like flip flops on, you know what I'm saying, looking like Debo walking down the street. Like it don't matter, because I got to get the fuck out of the house. Because if not, you know what I'm saying, I eat up everything in the goddamn house. So we got you, like, again, reviews on. We're on with my guy Jeremy Kenyel, aka Jeremy Strong, rapper, producer, dancer, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Now fitness instructor. All right, we had to add something to his resume. All right, so what's next, man? Tell us what's next. Well, I take that back. Hold on, before we do that, you're from Atlanta,
yep?
Right? All right, you're from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Born and raised, right?
I moved here when I was 4 years old from Goodwater, Alabama. It's a small town. What's crazy is people don't know
exactly where it's at. I'm from Mississippi, so I know
Terrell
exactly
Owens from Alexander. T.O. from Alexander City, and that's literally like 1 mile away from where I'm from.
Right.
So that's where I was born.
I'm from Macomb, Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? I know all about the small towns, the tri-state area, Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana. We ran all up and through there now. So
man, I moved here when I was 4 years old.
Okay, so that makes you from the A. You know what I'm saying? I moved from
my whole life is from there. That's all I know.
Yeah. So I moved from Indiana when I was like 7. Right, so I was born in Fort Wayne, Indiana, but I live in Mississippi my whole damn life. I'm from Mississippi. All right, shout out to Macomb, East Side, White Town. What up? You know what I'm saying? All the homies.
Exactly.
So we got you in the A. You're from the A. So we love football here at the Review. All right.
Yeah.
We understand that there's a team down there in Atlanta called the Falcons. They wear red.
You already know what it is.
They had some great players come through there. One of my favorite players ever, Mr. Deion Primetime Sanders. What up, Arp? And you guys have a brand new dome down there. Have a pretty good quarterback. You know, even though I think he's got horrible CTE or something, because he he loses his mind at times, you know what I'm saying, and starts throwing the ball to the other team. So,
man.
so listen. Okay, so you're an Atlanta Hawks. I mean, you're probably a Hawks fan too, but you're an Atlanta Falcons fan, all right? So we got a draft coming up, right? Team, what did they finish last year, Benny? What did the Falcons finish last year?
In terms of their
record, record. What they finish?
Division of their record?
Their record, yeah.
We were like,
well, let's take a look.
I think like 7-9 or something like that.
Right, yeah. I want to say it was like right
to their credit, Jeremy and JB, you know, we talked about it. They were talking about firing their coach about halfway in, but then they ended up finishing 7-9. They actually ended up winning their last 4 in a row.
That's what I'm saying.
Losing, they actually lost. They lost 6 in a row from week 3 all the way to that Seahawks game, and then they came back and they went to the big Gumbo Bowl, baby, and they beat the Saints,
right.
And then that's where they started getting it in. Okay. So 7-9, second in the NFC South, not bad from where they were.
So my question to you,
and I
Jeremy
always look
Kenyel.
at the end of the season. We gonna keep that momentum.
Right, there you go. So my question to you, sir, you're Atlanta Falcons, right? What do we need to do to make them successful? Now you guys got Todd Gurley, which was great. All right. That was a huge piece for you guys. Now, can he stay healthy? Hey, one may never know. All right. So what do you guys need to do? Key points, draft picks, whatever you think you guys need to do to be, 1, win the South, 2, get back to the Super Bowl team you guys were, what was that, 3 years ago? And you know what I'm saying? Like, what we need to do, man? What do we need to do?
I think that if we can get Matt Ryan back to that MVP caliber year, because like you said, man, he's throwing these picks. That may mean we need to boost up our O-line just a little bit more. But if Matt Ryan get back to get back to who he was and get Julio involved, and we're gonna be good. I think, like, I always look at the season. I looked at our last 4 games. I went to that last Saints versus the Falcons game. The Saints actually beat us that game. And then we won that last 4 in a row. But if we get back to that, like, where Matt Ryan is laser focused in, get him a little bit more protection, man, I think we're gonna be good, man. I think we're gonna be good. I look at those last 4. We gonna boost off that momentum that we had from last year.
Well, think about it. When you got a running back like Todd Gurley, you're right. Every team, could always use a better offensive line. I think you guys have had one of the more better offensive lines in the last 4 or 5 years. But a couple guys getting older. You guys have some tackle problems. So yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all will address that in the draft. At least get 1 young tackle. Bring a couple in free agents to get a couple in late round. But I think that Matty needs to stop pushing the ball down the field so much, and Quinn needs to correct his offense to where he doesn't have to throw that ball down the field so much. If we look at the NFL and the quarterbacks that are doing well and the quarterbacks that are kind of fucking it up, if you will, there's a lot of pushing the ball down the field, right? And with the playmakers that are evolving in the NFL right now, we look at guys like Tyreek Hill, and Todd Gurley, who was a phenomenal running back, and guys like that. The kid that the Chargers just re-signed, a small running back, kind of scat cat. Get the ball in their hands early and let them make plays, right? So Gurley is going to help Matty Ice out a lot. I really believe it. You guys got y'all Hooper. I think Hooper left y'all, but then y'all got another tight end. I think y'all got the tight end. What's his last name? Hurst from Baltimore. If I'm not mistaken, y'all signed him, which is going to be huge for Matt. You know what I'm saying, Ryan, to get back to that.
Oh yeah, Hayden. I think his name was Hayden.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, Hayden Hurst.
Right. So he's going to have somebody over the ball. You know what I'm saying, like running streaks against linebackers and smaller safeties, and it's going to be better for him. I look forward to seeing y'all. Atlanta's one of those atmospheres. I used to hate going down there to play because I played for the Panthers, right? So I played for the Panthers for 3 years. So that's once a year we going down there, and you love being down there, but it's one of those stadiums that you hate playing in because the motherfuckers down there wild. They love their Falcons, and y'all get wild down there. It's like going to New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Same difference. Same division, same difference. It's crazy.
Atlanta close is real, man.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? So. Shout out to the Falcons, man. We wish y'all much success. Shout out to the NFL, man. We got to get y'all back, man. You know what I'm saying? President Trump said something about some NFL football, which, I honestly think he's just fucking, trying to get his votes back up. But, you know what I'm saying? Because people are looking at him sideways now that he didn't let the whole fucking United States get infected with this bullshit that they made up. Don't get me started on that. But anyway, so we're not gonna hold you no much longer. We need to know Jeremy Kenyel, aka Jeremy Strong, again on Instagram. Reviewers, check him out, follow him up. What's next, man? What's going on? What's next on the platter?
Man, what's next? Like I said, I've been working on a new project. I just shot 2 music videos for this song. I have one song with Geneva. We talked about Geneva earlier. She's an amazing singer. People don't even know that.
She is.
But I've been pushing her to sing. I have a song with her coming out. We shot a video for. And I also have my next single is called Go Ahead, which is coming in about 2 weeks. We shot a video for that. So that's what's next for me, dropping this music. Hopefully we out of these quarantine times pretty soon. I know they're talking about us going all the way through June, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm. That's bullshit.
But I'm just gonna stick to what I know, making sure that I'm keeping my head on. So when we do come out of this, that I'm already ahead of the curve, man. That I'm just ready to just go. So I'm gonna be doing a whole lot of music, sitting in this house doing music, working out as much as possible, trying not to eat this quarantine food. So that's where I'm at.
Beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, a review. Jeremy Kenyel, aka Jeremy Strong. Again, check him out. Plug all your social media and TikTok. Do all that for us.
Yeah, man. Yeah, y'all can find me everywhere at TheJeremyStrong. And you can also find me at Jeremy Kenyel Official on Instagram. You can actually go to my website, which is TheJeremyStrong, TheJeremyStrong.com, and that'll actually take you everywhere you need to be. Show you all merch, all fitness, all music, all dance, everything right there on that one platform.
Hey, real quick, before Benny, I know you got a little something to say, but before we let you go, I gotta say this. Shout out to your mom, all right, who's featured on the song "Good Morning." You know what I'm saying? Her lovely voice. You know what I'm saying? Give God
big shout out to her.
Lovely voice. Shout out to mom, and shout out to mom for spelling your name correctly. All right, Jeremy. That's how Jeremy spelled their name. Okay.
Yo, exactly.
Reviewers out there that don't know that my name is Jeremy. All right, that's how my mother, with her beautiful, sane self, rest in peace, Freddie Bridges. That's how she spelled my name. All right, because like Jeremy's mother, she's intelligent. All right, now I ain't calling none of y'all mamas out there dumb, not directly, but Jeremy. That's how we do it. All right, that's how
and
the real Jeremy's get
Jeremy, not Jeremy.
Right, not Jeremy. Like, that's for all our country folks out there, Jeremy. My folks in the Midwest. My cousin Jeremy. This is my cousin Jeremy.
Oh man,
you're missing some goddamn syllables. My name is Jeremy. All right.
Yes, exactly.
Man, listen. We appreciate you, man.
Good.
Appreciate you being on the show.
Y'all.
This has been one of the dopest segments we've ever done. Benny, what you got to say?
I love what y'all doing, by the way, man. Keep doing this.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that, brother.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, man. Listen, like JB said, hopefully, all young artists, dancers, fitness professionals, people even trying to build a goddamn following on TikTok. You can follow this man's lead. Again, check him out, Jeremy Strong. Check him out on all of his platforms. And that's what we want to do for you reviewers, especially in these quarantine times. We want to keep the good content coming. We want to have good conversations so you can get some good inspiration and positivity as we make it through the damn Rona and get back to our regularly scheduled program. Yeah. I want to actually, before we go, I meant to ask Jeremy. I meant to ask you this when we're going to music. I want to leave it off with this because I've been kind of geeking over this. I'm sure you have been too. And JB, I'll ask you for your dream matchup. Man, one of the dopest things that's been happening is some of our favorite producers and songwriters have been doing song battles.
Man, I've been loving it.
First to Jeremy and first to JB. Jeremy, what is your? I know there's a bunch of matchups coming. What is your one dream matchup that you want to see?
Wow, dream matchup.
Tough one.
All right, let me think.
I know mine.
You know yours off the top. What's yours? Tell me yours. What's yours off the top?
Yeah, you gotta let it be known,
man. If they don't do it, I'm behind. I'm pretty. I mean, shit. If they already announced it by the time we drop this episode, don't roast me, reviewers. But I need Timberland versus Pharrell. I gotta have it. Hits after hits. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's gotta be in there, dog. Buddy. That's got. I was looking forward to the Teddy Riley. They had to postpone the Teddy Riley and Babyface So I was looking forward to that. Wow, that's a really good one. Timberland versus Pharrell.
That's dope right there. That's big time.
Wow.
Shit. I tell you what I want to see though. Be honest, like I want to see this, right? Because I know we got DJs going and producers going back and forth. I want to start seeing like guys or DJs and producers start doing certain artists, right? So me personally, I want to see great DJs or producers. I want to see them do like Biggie versus Pac. You know what I'm saying? I want to see them doing Jay-Z versus Nas. Old hip hop beef battles. You know what I'm saying? And then we go song for song. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, you know, we can remind people like, man, this is how crucial and how much good music came from this beef. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see them start doing that. Hopefully they won't do it no time soon because we'll be done with this shit. But I mean, they can still keep the live shit going. This shit's dope, you know?
I would even want to see artists that are like, I would love to see like a Usher versus Justin Timberlake. Like y'all going back, like which hit was bigger, or Usher versus Chris Brown, like which hit was like, I don't know, like I would even love to see the artists going back and forth too, man. Not even just the producers. That for sure. But that Pharrell versus Timberland would be crazy.
Yeah,
that would be
they gotta make that happen.
Even the other day,
they could damn.
Go ahead,
man. Oh, go ahead.
I said even the other day when I saw the Jonte versus Neo. I didn't even know
Neo.
I didn't know that Jonte wrote. I didn't know that Jonte wrote all those songs. They didn't when they did the songwriting battle. I didn't know that he did all that stuff from back in the day with Aaliyah. It was crazy, man.
And reviewers out there, if y'all missed the T-Pain versus Lil Jon, yeah, you missed a fucking treat. You missed a treat.
And if y'all,
go ahead.
If y'all didn't know, yesterday was 404 day too, so that's why Lil Jon was so hyped like that. Yesterday in Atlanta, it was 404 day.
Shit.
If y'all don't know, 404 is the area code of Atlanta, so yesterday was 404 day. That's why it was a good day. Good day for Lil Jon yesterday.
It was beautiful, man. It was a good time, man. Yeah. Shout out to it, man. Well, look here, man. We're going to let you go. You know what I'm saying? We can do this all day. It's been phenomenal, man. We appreciate you again, Jeremy Strong. Jeremy Kenyel. Reviewers, follow the man up. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to his moves. Support his music. You know what I'm saying? He's a brother. He's a reviewer. You know what I'm saying? We love him. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to get back to LA once this shit is over with so I can see my folks, man. Shit.
Yeah, I think I invited you to a show or something like that. You was like, man, I'm out. I would be there, but I'm out in Phoenix.
Right, I'm in the desert, dog.
I'm out in the desert.
Whenever you got shit like that coming up, man, let me know like a month ahead of time, you know what I'm saying, so I can plan out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
I can get my ass over there, you know what I'm saying? But
man,
I appreciate you being on, brother. Yes, sir. Appreciate you being on.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, sir. Reviewers when we come back, you know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Reviewers when we come back, we got more of the JB and Benny Blue Review, you know, just shit we like to talk about. Stay tuned. You know you listen to the JB and Benny Blue Review. We'll holler at y'all in a minute.
Reviewers, what is good? Welcome back. We appreciate you rocking with us. Again, shout out to our guy, Jeremy Kenyel, aka Jeremy Strong, tapping with him on social media. Tapping with us on social media. Phenomenal young man out here doing it, ATL/LA. So tapping with him, make sure to keep up with what he's doing, whether it's, you know, fitness, music, dance. You know what I'm saying? Building your social media profile. We got all that good game, so make sure to run that back if you need to tap in with those gems. Once again, follow us at JB and Benny Blue on all social media. Again, this fine audio recording podcast is available on all streaming platforms. And make sure to go check out jbandbennybluereview.com for all past episodes. Great guests we've had on the past from all walks of life. Check out our YouTube channel for some great reaction videos. More to come. We got a bunch of shit coming, man. First, JB, we had a nice long 45-minute conversation with this young man. What did you think? What did you learn from this conversation with young Jeremy?
Honestly, man, like he's always been a guy, like I said, I rock with from the moment I met him, and I guess that's that country aspect, you know, saying of me and him. He's born in Alabama and raised in Atlanta, and I was, you know, born in the Midwest and raised in Mississippi. So, you know, we had that vibe, you know what I'm saying? He's always been a good dude, you know what I'm saying? But like just to learn more about him, man, and things that his hustle and his grind and how smart, you know what I'm saying, he's playing this whole social media thing. So I think a lot of people don't go at it the right way, but he just talked about timing and with the record Good Morning and how, you know, so it came about now at the time it came about as opposed to when he created the song, and just the way that he strategically places projects, you know what I'm saying, based on the ebbs and flows of social media and what people are are really responding to. I think that's super dope, man. I think that people that listen to us, like you said, man, are gonna really come up on game and kind of understand that his blueprint has been working, man. Again, he's worked with multiple artists and super talented artists. Again, him and Derulo are like brothers, and they're gonna have some projects coming out. Benny, I'm gonna honestly be real with you. I'm gonna talk to Jeremy, and I'm gonna put my son with him. Everybody knows my son, Zion Winters. You know what I'm saying? Is a inspired producer, but artist, rapper, and I think that they'll fit. I think that Jeremy can teach him a lot. And I think that he will. And I'm definitely going to talk to my son about getting with him. I'm going to try to get Jeremy, you know what I'm saying, to kind of mentor him a little bit because he has that. They have a similar vibe. Like, I think my kid will really benefit from being around. And I'm grateful to know the guy, you know what I'm saying. Again, Jeremy Kenyel, a.k.a. Jeremy Strong on Instagram and most of his social media platforms. I'm just blessed to you know, like I tell you all the time, Benny, I wouldn't change my time in North Hollywood for the world because I got to meet some phenomenal people and I'm able to call some phenomenal people my friends. So that was just an example of it, man. He's doing things the right way. Very grounded, very humble in his approach, and he's always been that way. So man, I feel like we're very lucky to have had him as a guest.
Yeah, man, and I'll tell you what, from very similar circles, and you know, people all also, you know, doing their thing here in the North Hollywood section of Los Angeles and beyond. You, the reviewers, can expect some more great interviews as a part of this Be Real With Your Grind interview series. And as JB and I talked about in our patent production meeting, for those who think they are up to something good, if they think they're really on the grind and you want to be able to, you know, get your shit off on this fine podcast recording, make sure to hit us up. You can either hit us up in the DMs at JB and Benny Blue, or if maybe you haven't connected with us before, definitely shoot us an email, jbandbennybluereview@gmail.com. Send us your links. Give us a little information about who you are, what you do. Send us your website, all that good shit. Right. And of course, if we want to get you on and get you talking about what's really going on behind the scenes, not just what you might see on social media or all that shit, what you're really up to make it happen out here, we'll definitely tap in with you and have you on the show for that Be Real With Your Grind interview series. JB, before we let you go, obviously, again, we got NFL draft coming up, so we're gonna do a special episode that going live. Of course, for the OG reviewers, they know JB that's our goddamn anniversary is this NFL draft.
That's right.
So we're gonna be doing it special for the draft, but of course we're gonna keep tapping in with you guys on IG Live, providing some new content, all that good stuff. In the meantime, while we're still in this quarantine for at least a month of April and God knows how long with your man pumpkin Adderall sniffer in the goddamn office, bullshitting. What would you say to all the reviewers out there, you know, to keep positive, and what should they be doing to stay safe out here?
Man, the words of the great Marshawn Lynch, the great poet Marshawn Lynch, man, take care of your mentals and take care of your chicken, man. Like in this time right now, you know what I'm saying? I think that people should honestly be looking at certain stocks to deal with. And Benny, while I got you on here, man, I'm just shooting the information about the ones that you said last time. We don't need to go into detail, but just shooting the information about those. But just be smart. Be smart. Don't let this time pass where you have an opportunity to, one, be around your family and love on them. Two, take time to focus on your eating and your fitness. Like, I don't care, you know what I'm saying? Like, get out, be active. I know they tell us to stay home, but you can take your ass for a walk around the corner. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? They're not telling you to stay home and die. They're just telling you when they say stay home, stay the fuck away from stores, and you know what I'm saying, and so on and so forth. Like, don't make unnecessary trips outside, get in your car and go somewhere where there's going to be people at. You know what I'm saying? You can walk, you can jog, you can, you know what I'm saying, get in your garage, and you can do push-ups and sit-ups and just get active. Like, but come out of this thing stronger as a people. I do think, Benny, that, you know, you have to destroy before you elevate. All right, in the great words of the great poet Rick Ross, you have to destroy before you elevate. So right now, what they're doing is, and I keep saying they because you know how I feel about the situation, Benny. I don't think this is a coincidence. I think this is something that the government has done, that they, you know, it's a ploy. You know what I'm saying? We all know that every 10 to 12 years, the stock market and the economy has to crash some kind of way. Right, so this is just the way that they're doing it. But we got to come out of this thing stronger. You never let a crisis pass without taking advantage of it, and this is a crisis. So we have to take advantage of all the things that we can take advantage of in this crisis. But don't let it get you down mentally. Don't let it fuck with you. Don't be all sad and fucked up. Like, take the time, see the positives of COVID-19. And I think I'm going to start doing that, Benny, on our social media, on our Instagram. I'm going to start doing a positives of COVID-19 skit. You know what I'm saying? Every week, I'm going to do a positive of COVID-19 video. And I'm going to post this so the people of the review understand that there are positives that can come out of this. Just like earlier, I talked about the fact that social distancing is not the worst thing in the world because it teaches people to stay off your fucking ass, right? Certain people have a problem with personal space, invading personal space. Mostly old white women. I don't know why it's like that, but they don't mind being all up on your ass, you know what I'm saying? Anytime, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can be fucking driving, it don't matter. Like, they just be out there, they all on your ass with it, right? So, there are going to be good things that come out of this situation, you know what I'm saying, Benny? And people out there, reviewers out there, we just got to look to the positive, all right? Optimistic. I put a story up the other day, Benny, on our IG page at JB and Benny Blue Review, and it stated something along the lines of this, all right? In Super Bowl 51, Jeremy Kenyel's Atlanta Falcons were leading the New England Patriots. I want to say it was 28-3, right? Coming out of halftime, going into the third quarter, off into the middle of the third quarter, right? They were still down 28-3 towards it was probably like 11 minutes left in the third quarter before they really scored a touchdown to make it 10-28, right? So people are saying, oh, 2020, we lost, or this the year is done, it's over. I know we lost Kobe, God help us all. You know what I'm saying? We that was the biggest blow ever, you know what I'm saying, in 2020. And now this is happening. So everybody's like, oh my God, 2020 is the worst. But oh my God, the New England Patriots said, no, sir. All right? Then New England Patriots went on to win that damn Super Bowl. As you can check the records, 34-28, right? Overcoming a 28-3 deficit. All right, so we are still going to win 2020. It is still going to be our year. And Benny, I'm predicting it. I'm telling the reviewers out there, watch how productive and how amazing the ass in after halftime, because we're almost at the halfway point. Damn, you think about it like that, shit. We're almost at the halfway point of 2020. Not far away from it, but watch how beautiful the ass end of 2020 is going to be, right? We still going to be good. So remain optimistic. And I think I put the song Optimistic by Sounds of Blackness on there because we can win, reviewers, as long as we keep our head to the sky. And that's all I got to say, Benny.
There it is. Beautiful ending to another beautiful episode. Again, tap in with us at JB and Benny Blue, JBandBennyBlueReview.com. And that's it, reviewers. We will see you on the next one. And until then, wash your goddamn hands. Man. Stay safe. Man. Goddamn, keep your head to the sky and stay positive.
That's right.
Baby. Woo.
Peace.
That's right. All right, viewers. We out. Peace.